They protect the organization from running headlong into a risk. They remember lessons that others may have forgotten. They anticipate the impact of decisions not just today, but 6 months from now. And they ground the team in reality when the hype gets too loud. Hey everyone, it's Amy Lynn Durham, and you're listening to Create Magic at Work. Create Magic at Work is on a mission to equip senior leaders with tools they need to be a true quantum leader and actually understand what that means. Improve employee engagement, retain top talent, and transform your workplace culture to have less drama and stress. So let's start making magic. I just want to make sure we've covered all our bases. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being realistic. What's our fallback plan if this doesn't go the way we expect? I've seen this before and it didn't end well. Guess we should just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. My job is to think about what no one wants to think about. Hey, it's Amy, and welcome back to Create Magic at Work. If you're just joining us, this summer we're doing something special. A solo series diving into how people move through change using a model that we use here at Create Magic at Work called the Archetypes of Change from one of my mentors, Dr. Judy Neal. The archetypes of change are not personality types. They're energetic orientations and ways that we instinctively respond to change based on how we relate to time, the past, the present, or the future. There's 5 archetypes: the guardian, the placeholder, the heart tender, the flame keeper, and the edge walker. If you want to hear about the placeholder, go back to last week's episode and take a listen. This is a summer series that's going to be ongoing for you and help you explore maybe some thoughtful insights on how you relate to change or how your team relates to change. So last episode, like I said, we explored the placeholder, the stabilizers who protect rhythm and routine. And today you get to meet the guardian. So let me tell you about a guardian in the workplace and see if this resonates with you or with someone you work with. This is Javier. Javier was a senior product manager at a fast scaling company, and everyone loved to ideate at his company. They always had whiteboards full of ideas. They had hackathons every quarter. And when a new innovation sprint was announced, the executive team was always excited, except for Javier. He didn't shoot anything down, but when they rolled out their plans, he was always the one asking, what are our safeguards in place for our data? How is this going to affect our existing clients? Has anyone tested this with our compliance team? And it wasn't that Javier didn't believe in innovation. He just saw the cracks before anyone else did. And he'd been around long enough to know that those cracks could turn into craters. The leadership team always felt like Javier was risk averse. Some people even whispered that he held the team back at times. When launch day came for one of their new initiatives and they hit a data integrity issue that Javier had flagged 3 months earlier, everyone turned to him. And what they realized finally was that Javier wasn't trying to block the future. He was trying to protect it. He wasn't a pessimist. He was a guardian. Let me tell you another story. These names are protected for confidentiality, so we change them. Danielle was the director of operations at a mid-sized logistics company. She was super smart, steady, very well respected. But every time someone would propose a change in leadership meetings, Danielle's hand would go up and she would say something like, well, we can't do that because fill in the blank. Have you ever worked with someone like this? Are you someone like this? We can't do that because we don't have the staff. We can't do that because it'll blow up our delivery timeline. I'm sure we've heard it in the workplace, right? So every time she spoke, people started bracing themselves. Some would eye roll and others would disengage. It's like, here we go again with her, poking holes in our innovative excitement, right? And I have to tell you, I've been one of those people in the room that I like, great, why is this person always shooting our stuff down? Because I tend to be the more edge walker archetype. But here's what all of us missed and what most of us are still missing. Danielle wasn't trying to kill ideas. She was scanning the minefield. She knew what dominoes would fall. She saw the downstream effects no one had even considered yet. And yes, she was scared of breaking something that did still work. But underneath that fear, there was care and there was deep stewardship and there was a protector. And when the company finally listened and slowed the rollout timeline like she suggested, they avoided a costly PR disaster that would have tanked their trust with customers. Danielle wasn't resistant, she was responsible. She wasn't dragging her feet, she was trying to keep the whole thing from falling apart. Guardians like Danielle and Javier have a very cherished place in change movements and in the workplace. They protect the organization from running headlong into a risk. They remember lessons that others may have forgotten. They anticipate the impact of decisions not just today, but 6 months from now. And they ground the team in reality when the hype gets too loud. Hey everyone, Amy here. Let's talk about work realities for a second. Whether you're dealing with a tough boss, struggling with team miscommunication, feeling stuck in decision making, let's be real, work drama exists and it's exhausting, but it doesn't have to be this way. At Create Magic at Work, we help leaders like you cut through the chaos, build next level communication skills, and make better, faster decisions without the stress spiral. Whether you're leading a team or just trying to keep your sanity at work, we've got your back. We coach executives and teams like yours to develop interpersonal savvy, drive engagement, and bring your vision and purpose to life so work actually feels energizing again. Imagine that. More engagement, more productivity, less drama. Our executive coaching team has been in your shoes. We've led teams, navigated workplace challenges, and know what it takes to help you succeed and achieve your goals. Real experience, real talk, and real results. If you're thinking, yes, Amy, we need this at my work, then let's talk. Click the link in the show notes and let us help you and your teams become a high-performing, engaged, and productive force of clarity and calm. I'll see you in the Zoom room. Let's throw the stress and drama out the window. Click on the link in the show notes. There's also some shadow sides to the Guardian. Guardians can over-index on fear and worst-case scenarios. They can sound negative, even when they're being deeply pragmatic. They can accidentally stall progress by pointing out too many problems without offering a path forward. And they can struggle to trust new leadership if they've been burned before. Sometimes the Guardian in the room is a truth teller. Other times, they're tired of being ignored and just shut down. That's why they need to feel seen and not just tolerated. So maybe you're a Danielle. Maybe you've led from protection your whole career, scanning the future for threats. Maybe your insights have saved your team over and over and no one ever knew it. Or maybe you're leading someone like her and you're not seeing the gold in what they bring. So here's your challenge this week. Try to notice the Guardians in your world. And if that's you, notice how you're being seen. Are you exhibiting those shadow traits of the Guardian? Are you over-indexing on fear? Are you coming across negative in your communication rather than wanting to protect everyone by pointing out your future insights? And just take note of that. And if you are working with someone on your team that seems like they're a Guardian and they start pointing out risk in a future idea, give them their voice and start using them on your team as you roll projects out. Call on your guardian, say, hey, what are the risks you see here? Poke as many holes through this as you can. Let them have the voice and still roll through with your innovative idea. But now you have guidance. So something might not blow up in your face that you roll out. So I hope this episode opened your eyes a little bit about the person in the room that might be viewed as negative or holding your team back. I hope it helps all of us see them in a different light and helps us explore their gifts to contribute to the overall team. Next week, we explore the heart tender archetype. And the heart tenders are the people who get the day-to-day work of an organization done. And they're really focused on being of service. They're kind of like the people that keep the home fire burning while the edgewalkers are out envisioning and sensing the future. So they're the people that keep things running smoothly and are committed to that day-to-day work of the organization. So we will dive into the heart tender next week. If this conversation resonated with you, reach out. This is the kind of deep work we do with executive leaders and teams every day. You can connect with me at createmagicatwork.net or email me directly at amy@createmagicatwork.net. Until then, in celebration of the guardians, see the patterns, trust your gut, protect what matters, and I'll see you next week when we dive into the heart tender. Sending magic to you. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming back every week to listen to a new episode of Create Magic at Work and really helping to support and advocate for healthy leaders, workplaces, and lives for all of us. If you want any information on how to connect with me, click on the link in the show notes. You'll get access to all of the social media links for Create Magic at Work. Stay following along for more amazing episodes where we help you improve productivity and profitability in the workplace and decrease stress. Sending magic to everyone, and see you next time.